For years and years, I built my base over at Geeks and Gamers off of calling out Lucasfilm and their constant pandering to social justice weirdos and people on the far left. I've called them out over and over. I have talked about how the crowd that they are pandering to is full of people that do nothing but project. They want to call everyone else the thing that they are actually guilty of. So when you see people on Twitter calling people an ist or an ism, saying that they are intimidated by women or non-white dudes, what they are really telling you is that they are in fact the people that are the ist and the ism. They are the people that is intimidated by women and non-white dudes, and every time we see a woman or a non-white dude have an opinion that doesn't line up with the narrative, they prove my point every single time. And here we have yet another example of someone that has been under fire from this group of people for months now. Unfortunately for that group of people, this person is not going to back down one bit. We are talking about Gina Carano. Gina Carano is a legitimate badass. Gina Carano is not scared of some soy boy on Twitter that has ankle choker jeans and has those glasses with no lenses and tweets very angrily from his keyboard. She's just not worried about it. She's not going to bend the knee to you, bro. It's not going to happen. She sees right through you. Well, here we have a tweet from her that she made that's
really got the soy boys upset. The soy boys are really mad and they're really upset and they're telling everyone in the replies about it. And they're hashtagging Fire Gina Carano.
Because respect women. Oh, we love women. Women need voices until a woman has an opinion they don't like, and then they have to cancel them. They want to take away their livelihood. They want to take away their voice. They want to put them way back in the day when women had no opinions whatsoever unless it was the right opinion. That is the type of people that social justice warriors are. They do not want women to be free thinkers. They do not want black people to be free thinkers. They want them to be exactly what they want them to be. And if you challenge that, you are done. Well, this is pretty hilarious right here. And Gina Carano is clearly showing that she knows what's going on, and she is not afraid to tell it like it is. And I've talked about this before. I mean, Gina Carano has an MMA background, a UFC background. You know, she worked with Dana White, who, again, if you don't know, Dana White, who's the president of the UFC, is a grown-ass man. Someone that runs his company the way it should be ran. Dana White is not scared of the mob. He also allows people within his brand to say whatever they want. He doesn't sit there and have to control the opinions of the people on his brand because he understands I don't need to answer for every little thing every person on my team says. I had people come into me tonight because they were upset because Uche Waneri, who's on the Geeks and Gamers team, they're like, Uche said some stuff on Twitter, man, some ridiculous stuff. He's calling out Jeremy from the quartering. And I'm like, I don't care. Uche is a grown-ass man. Uche can do whatever he wants. They're like, yeah, but he's saying all this stuff. And? Not my business. Like, Uche's here because Uche brings a certain level of passion, and he has his own opinions. He's a former NFL football player, and he's going to say whatever he wants to say. I'm not here to tell people what they can and can't say on social media because I'm not one of these weak lefties that needs everybody to agree with me. And Gina Carano is a classic example of a legitimate badass woman who's not afraid of anything. The thing that they claim that they want to see more of until, of course, they say something they don't want. And you should see what's going on here in the replies.
Well, Gina, this is extremely irresponsible. If you are referring to the election, there is no proof of any fraud. If you're referring to mask wearing, we should be doing that. Like, wow. You play a heroic character on a TV show, yet possess none of the qualities in real life. I can't imagine from where you draw inspiration, though. It does not show you know right from wrong.
Just unbelievable, man. There's Drunk 3PO. Oh, man. This is fantastic.
Come on, Gina. You're way better than this.
Way better than what? Having an opinion?
Oh, what the F? Come on, I thought you were better than this.
And she just says, boop. That's great. I think this is amazing, and I love it. And this is the this is the beautiful thing. And again, Fire Gina Carano is trending on Twitter right now. Right there, you see it. It's trending. Dana has her back. That's awesome. I stand with Gina. Fascist, sexist, abusive woman haters behind the hashtag Fire Gina Carano. Hashtag I stand with Gina. Hell yes. And then you just got all this. Of course, I'm not going to get into that. I mean, obviously, I had my issue with Pedro Pascal. And it's just like this thing where they think that everybody has to agree with them. Again, look at the situation with Uche. Dude's saying shit that I don't agree with. Me and Uche are always arguing, you know, like it's fine. Like if you're not a left-leaning lunatic, it doesn't bother you. Yeah, there's all kinds of people. So basically what they're saying is fire Gina Carano and get a woman that agrees with me. They're mad because she was promoting Parler, which, yes, and I retweeted her over on Parler, or echoed her, my bad. And I'm loving Parler, and Parler is a great place to speak your mind and not have to worry about this. And, you know, again, as Parler grows, you'll have the weirdos on there too, but Gina's not worried about these people. She's just not. She's not scared of you. She's not scared of you on the internet, and certainly not in real life. She's just not. And, you know, I am very happy that we have someone that doesn't continue to fall in line with the left-leaning narrative. And this is something I've always talked about at Lucasfilm. You know, number one, I don't really want, you know, celebrities talking politics, but you know what? They've made the decision that they're going to talk politics. They're just absolutely going to talk politics, and there's nothing you can say or do about it. So what we see is this one-sided echo chamber in Hollywood of politics. You're not allowed to have any opinion whatsoever unless it's the leftist narrative, unless it's the Democratic narrative. And we've seen it over and over again, and specifically at Lucasfilm, something I've covered a lot of, where I've talked about, hey, you know, why, if people at Lucasfilm can speak their minds about politics, why do I always see the same exact thing from Lucasfilm people? Why do I always see the same exact talking points? Well, here we have Gina Carano, who's breaking that mold, but I've also seen people at Lucasfilm calling her out. And it's like, why in the hell are people at Lucasfilm now also trying to, you know, pile on her as well? Like, what kind of bullshit is that? Again, I understand Geeks and Gamers is just a small little thing, comparatively speaking. I understand. We are just our little bitty corner of the internet, and we're very happy, and I appreciate that and very thankful for all of that. But when you look at the landscape of Geeks and Gamers, now, obviously, I'm the loudest voice. That's fine. That's how it is. That's fine. But you have other voices like Uche, like Siobhan, you know, and others on this team that supported Joe Biden. Do I agree? Clearly I don't. Do I like it? Clearly no. But do I support it? Clearly yes. I absolutely support anybody having their own individual opinions, and you don't have to agree with me. And at no point would anybody at Geeks and Gamers try to cancel another person at Geeks and Gamers for having a political opinion that they disagree with. It just wouldn't happen, because that's not how we're built here. We're built to understand that individuals, we are an individualist is what we are. Everybody at Geeks and Gamers can have their own individual opinions. The brand takes no opinion, but the individuals within the brand can have whatever opinion they want. And we all support free thinking, and we support you having whatever opinions you want to have. And I just don't see that same type of mentality in Hollywood or at Lucasfilm. I don't see a lot of rallying around Gina Carano, and not that she needs it, clearly, but it just shows the inherent problem that we're dealing with. You know, this Twitter hate mob, these people are so irrelevant. And the only way that they get any relevancy whatsoever is when we see companies like the Assassin's Creed account bending the knee to some weirdo crying, playing the fake victim on Twitter, or other companies that try to pander to them. All these weirdos are always going to exist. That's not my problem. I have no problem with them existing. I have no problem with them having their opinions. My problem is that Hollywood continues to pander to these weirdos and give in to their demands, but in reality, they're not the people that have supported you or going to support you. They're not going to see your movies. They're not going to buy your video games. They're not going to support your business model. They're not interested in these things. They never have been. They never will be. They are interested in infecting whatever is popular with their nonsense, and as soon as they do infect it, they will move on to something else. That's who they are. They are just a disease that just continues to flow in and out of things. And if you give in to them in the least bit, game over for you. And that's a big problem with Lucasfilm because they have pandered to this bullshit over and over again. We have heard the Force is female over and over again. We have heard the made up stories about Kelly Marie Tran facing hate mobs on Instagram. And we have never seen any proof of that whatsoever. Not once have we seen any proof to support those claims. If they were there, if there was showing some type of proof, we would all stand with Kelly Marie Tran. And I have spoke out about Kelly Marie Tran multiple times and talked about how she seems like the sweetest person on the planet. And anybody that would go after her as a person is freaking psychopath. She's never given anybody a reason to say anything negative about her. She may have a shitty character, and that's fine. But she has never done anything wrong. She just comes off as a very sweet and, a charming person. And that's all anybody from that's been connected to me has ever said about her. And then you look at the Daisy Ridley situation where they say, oh, well, she was bullied off of Instagram by all of these people. And it's like, where? Show me some evidence. Don't give me some blank user with 2 followers. Like, show me the real people that have gone after her. Well, I've shown you the real people that have gone after Gina Carano. I've shown you many times. It's literally trending on Twitter right now. And where is Lucasfilm? Where is the blue check mark brigade? Nowhere to be found. Because why? Because Gina doesn't fit their narrative. If Gina was saying the political stuff they wanted, then they could paint a victim narrative around her. But they can't, so they won't. And that is how it goes in the echo chamber of Hollywood. But she's a badass. She's a legitimate badass. And she's got a huge amount of people that are supporting her. People that will actually support her through thick and thin. Not because it's convenient for their narrative. That is what we're dealing with here. So, awesome job. If you guys want to, go follow her over on Parler. She's, let me see. It's at Gina Joy Carano. Gina Joy Carano. Go follow her over on Parler. She's already at about 70,000, and she just created an account yesterday, so that's awesome to see. Really happy and happy to support her. She's the type of woman that anybody should be appreciative of and respectful of, and I don't mean that in the meme way. I mean that in the reality. I'm talking about a legitimate badass woman who's proven it, on camera, off camera, in the ring, out of the ring. She's proven that she is legit, and that is awesome. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video. Solo lost money. Raylos are weird. Who are we going to say it to today? Fuck Naughty Dog. And we will talk to you later for old time's sake.